Hello, welcome back to this week's BEDZ N BUDZ podcast. This week we are in my bed, talking about my week. Filmed my first SATE group assignment, like film project or whatever. That was pretty fun, honestly. The lead up, or it's the pre-production, a little bit more hard and stressful just because I felt like I was doing a lot of the work. But when we all came together, I guess I made the storyboard. It wasn't necessarily followed, but I think it still all turned out good. I'm excited to see it all edited and stuff. This week I have barely been home. I feel like I've been at school, then at work. Well, I guess I only worked once this week. That was kind of frustrating, but then I was also at my boyfriend's house because I felt like I was at school for so long. So his house is much closer because I live so south from the school. It's unbelievably far, especially in the mornings. Like, it's terrible. My manager is supposed to go on a vacation near the beginning of October, and she said next week I'm supposed to get 2 or 3 shifts, which is supposed to be beginning of October. So I'm really hoping that the reason I'm getting those shifts is not because she's going. If it is, that's gonna be like really unfortunate. But I'm also looking at getting a new job somewhere, hopefully. Like Goldfish, I had an interview. It's a 20-minute walk from my apartment. Another one of my coworkers also had an interview, and he got the job, but he didn't take it because they wouldn't let him have Sundays off. But my interview, I was shown the kitchen, and he was like, oh, I want to make space for you, blah, 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 whatever. I never got a text back, so that was really annoying. Part of my group filming, my group had to, I guess this is back to pre-production, my group had to find a location, and they weren't able to do it. I wasn't able to join them that day or whatever, so I ended up going on a break, and I literally just looked in a room. One of the professors saw me. He was like, what's up? I was like, I'm just looking for like a classroom to film, and I was like, is this free Friday? Because that's when we were planning on filming. It's like, yeah, there's no labs or whatever. I'm like, okay, great. And that's where we ended up filming. It was easy peasy. Literally looked like a hospital room. It was so perfect.
Do you have a bad kitty? If so, put them in this harness and show them one of these 3 photos.
I think that's it for this week, though. Overall, it was a really great week for me. I've just been really tired, but I think this weekend I've kind of gotten the chance to catch up on my sleep, so that's fantastic. But until next time.